Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Miami Dolphins.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. That is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 9.
Now a handoff looking right. And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Quick throw complete into the flat out left. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
2nd and 9 now. Escaping the pressure right. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. He finds an opening past the 40. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Raiders have taken the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Bring it! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
14, Dolphins 3. Rodrigo.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Under 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Raiders 14, Dolphins 3.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The tackle made.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
Stop short.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
On the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Blankenship's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Raiders pick it up, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 13-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Back to throw now on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Steps away. Now he'll pull it down. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Their mobile quarterback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Raiders 24, Dolphins 3. Rodrigo Blankenship set.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
10 at the 49-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
ship. Watch the ship.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right in midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
He'll buy some time right. And he finds a man with a crossing route.
That's good.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. Buying time to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout taken.
On the pickup.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Here we go, here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah.